I'm a bit of a character. I'm quite loud. I'm outgoing. My place to be is with the lads on site. Being a woman in construction in the 20th century, that's what I love the most. I love the fact that the guys believe in a woman being in construction. It's fantastic. The only problem that I have got is since my injury, I get mollycoddled a little bit. The accident happened in the January of 2020, prior a few weeks to COVID. So we had one last delivery of the morning, roughly about 10:30 the delivery came, and was doing an assessment on the load just to make sure it was safe to remove. At that time there was a slight creak that I heard, which seemed to have been at the time the batten that was in between the load gradually snapping, weakening and snapping. The forklift driver must have seemed to have turned the engine on and hit the switch or one of the levers at some point, and the load had completely come crashing down. As it snapped, I had tried to get myself out the way as I was doing the photographic evidence of the unsafe load, and it actually caught the back of my foot, which then brought me down to the floor, and I was trapped under the load. It was about a 2-tonne load of MDF. As far as I can remember, there was a couple of guys that then come running over, tried to manoeuvre the load upwards and tried to release my body from underneath, and then carried me back to the site office where an ambulance was then called and then I was attended to. So it was quite serious. Didn't feel any pain at first until the ambulance started trying to manoeuvre my foot and taking off my sock, which then exposed the full damage of my foot, which was actually penetrating outwards. My personal life, my work life, I just can't express the impact that it did have. It's changed my life completely, and it's forever going to change my life. The medication that they put me on obviously had an impact. It changed my mood, it changed my appetite, it changed me as a person, the stress that it put myself through. You feel that you're going to be unloved, you feel that no one's going to want you. Your head ain't in the right place and you're making irrational decisions. It's very hard. But I can't thank my mum and dad enough for still sticking by me and still sticking by me now. So MTSP, they approached me and give me some bedside advice and explained to me that there's a few solicitors that I can speak to that will help me with a personal injury claim. So I done my own little bit of research, looked up Slater and Gordon, and found a lovely lady called Tracy Benson. Tracy was fantastic. We settled on the second offer. I mean, Tracy went in straight up and just said to her, look, this is the breakdown, this is how old she is, this is what she's gone through, this is how many years she's got left to work, this is what's going to go on, this is what her parents have gone through, this is what it's going to happen in the future. I mean, she broke it all down for me, and she took charge. She went above and beyond. I mean, I didn't really have to have any communications with any of the other solicitors. It was all done through Tracy. I didn't have anything to worry about, and everything was in writing, so I couldn't ask for a better solicitor. I can only thank Tracy to the ends of the earth, and I can only recommend Slater and Gordon to everybody. If I had any advice that I would give to anyone in a similar situation to me, it would be, just make sure that you've got a good support unit around you. You've got family and friends that you can fall back on. And don't forget, there's always people that you can pick up the phone and speak to if you need help. You know, mental health is a big thing, and this does potentially play towards bad mental health, which I do still suffer from. But the advice is speak, don't hold things in, let it out, talk to people, because you're not alone.